So my group did the atom, and an atom is the smallest part of an element that can exist alone or combine with other substances to form a molecule. And now Lauren will explain our model.
Okay, so this is like the whole thing is an atom for beryllium, and this is like the nucleus that we like cut in half, and these are the neutrons, and these are the protons, and there's 4 of them, and then there's 4 electrons, and like this is the inner ring, and then this is like the outer ring, and on like all like atoms and elements and stuff, there's always 2 on the inner ring.
So an alloy is a mixture of metal and other substances.
And it pretty much is generally 2 or more metals, and what our example is this little brass thing, and brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Another example is steel, which is an alloy of iron and carbon. So it's generally used for just for making metals, and like for example, if you mix solid gold and solid silver, then you'll get a mixture that is more valuable than solid silver, but less valuable than solid gold.
A mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances in any proportion, and they can be separated.
Okay, so as she said, part of mixture is it can be separated, so we're going to show that. And in this, it has sulfur and sodium chloride, which is salt. Yeah. So we're going to put it in a little one. Okay. And then, so this is that mix, and then we put water in it. And so we have to mix this up. And then, so the sulfur doesn't really mix with the water, but the salt dissolves. So once that... So in the funnel there is
Liquidation paper.
and it filters the water. So if we put that in,
The salt water, it goes down here, and the alright, well, in here. Alright, well, then we take it. Yeah. There's the sulfur was taken out, so we separated the salt from the sulfur again when it started out as a mixture of the 2. Okay. And then our second form of mixture is lemonade. So you have like lemons, water, and sugar, and you mix it all together, and then that's a mixture. And then we have lemonade for everyone. And
A molecule is a group of atoms bonded together representing the smallest fundamental unit of a chemical compound that can take part in a chemical reaction, and it consists of 2 or more atoms joined together.
So for example, this is supposed to be a water molecule. Not very good colors for it, but it is a water molecule. It has 1 oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atoms, and this would be a bigger part of what like a glass of water would be. Water is a compound that forms molecules. Each water molecule consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen.
Solution is a liquid mixture in which the solute is uniformly distributed within the major component, the solvent. And the solute is salt and the solvent is water.
Okay, so this is the salt and this is the water, and so we're going to make a solution by putting the salt in the water, and we'll make salt water. Gotta stir that up. And then we made a solution. Here we go.
Hey guys, I'm Gino and this is Rebecca, and we did homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. First of all, homogeneous mixture is a mixture with the same composition throughout. And I will demonstrate this right now by mixing water with Kool-Aid.
technical difficulties here.
Okay, so now you'll see.
No, shake it up.
Don't mess it up all over my desk, Dino.
Go shake it up over there.
Okay, now you see that it shakes up and all of it goes together and become one solution. I'm not pleading. So it all becomes one solution and they became the same product. And they mix together.
Okay, so we're also doing heterogeneous, and a heterogeneous mixture is a mixture that varies in composition. And our example is here, and there's Skittles, M&Ms, and chocolate chips in here. And if you took a handful out of this bag, you would have a different amount of chocolate chips or Skittles or M&Ms than if you took a second out of the bag. So, yeah.
Don't look directly at it.
Are you sure?
Wait. What?
Oh my god.
I do not look directly at it.
I'm looking right at it.
Oh, that
Right.
looks like
That's
a
awesome. That is so totally wicked.
And that is a property, and elements can be distinguished by their properties.
It's like a song.
That was wicked.
Our words are emulsion and suspension. Emulsion is the mixture of two or more liquids that are usually not mixable. Emulsion is also part of the class of a two-phase system called colloids.
And like half of this is kind of different than the other half, so if you mix the two, it's gonna like change the liquid so that it's like combined to one. And then it's one color because the two liquids combine to make one.
And then it's going to start going back to being two separate liquids.
And then for suspension, suspension is a heterogeneous mixture that has solid particles that has large enough for sedimentation. And unlike colloids, suspension will eventually settle.
Yeah, that's it.
But you want to
Sulfur
explain
is
what
compound, and it's two or more elements that chemically combine. We're combining pure copper and pure sulfur, and this is what sulfur looks like, and this is what copper looks like. And it's going to make copper sulfite, so you can,
Should we pass this around now?
I'll pass it around and turn on the...
So what they're showing you are two elements, pure elements, copper and sulfur. Copper is chemical element Cu, the formula. The formula for sulfur is S. And what they're doing is they're going to heat it together. So they're going to cause,
Put more pressure on it.
What do you think I'm doing?
Not putting pressure
Oh,
on.
there it is.
they're going to put a, they're going to cause a chemical reaction to occur. And it might take a little bit of time, but we're going to watch it.
And it's going to make a gas, and it's going to fill up in the balloon. That is awesome.
So the
I got
fact
you.
that a chemical reaction is occurring or a chemical change is occurring can be shown by the production of a gas, which is hopefully what we're going to see. You guys can describe what you see up there in case everybody can't see it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you-
balloon's starting to inflate.
Oh, there it is.
Going.
You did not just say.
Don't need the sound effects.
Pat, I'll tell you when to turn it off.
Alright.
So what do you guys see in the test tube?
All the chemicals are like starting to turn black, like the sulfur just, some of the sulfur is like melting, I guess you could say, and it's combining with the copper, and it is turning very black.
Yeah.
Did everybody notice how powdery and loose those two elements were? Okay, just keep that in mind.
Looks like marshmallows.
Now they're not so powdery.
I dare to
and
eat
loose. They're
Looks like
much
Lucky Charm
charred.
marshmallows.
And now the tube is turning yellow.
Oh,
Turn it off.
Heebie-jeebies.
So inside,
Oh wait, wrong way.
oh, Patrick. All right,
So-
stop.